dance story. Vanakkam! Hi!
Hi, Special K.
Hi! Nice to see you. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, now I am able to hear you.
Super.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us live on Conscious
Yeah,
Conversation.
first time I'm coming live on Instagram. Thank you so much for inviting to your show. Thank you so much.
Okay, I'm just going to record the podcast, so we'll start a little once more. Welcome, Vandan, and welcome to the Laughing Dance Story. This is Special K, and I'm so happy and so grateful to have a phenomenal energy healer, a relationship counselor. Is that a therapist?
Relationship and healer, yes, correct.
Oh, healer, right? Dr. Girish. Now, a little bit of background of how I got to know him is I must extend my extreme gratitude to my mentor, Pooja Punit, all right? She's the one who passed me this book of yours.
Wow, good.
She passed me this book sometime last year, So I don't know, for some reason, after having a session with her, she said, I read this book, Abhinanga. And I took back the book and I read it. And I said, okay, someday I would meet him, hopefully, And I liked the way how the book was structured. That was one of the things which immediately attracted me to this, you actually. And then life took its own turn and everything. And I am so blessed to be in association with the wonderful, wonderful better half, or even, of yours, Jyotsna. I just love her from my heart, really. She's such a cool guru, okay? She's been able to give me so much of clarity. So, yeah, thank you for that. So that's how I know you. Why don't you tell about your story and who you are and introduce to people who don't know you at all? How would you introduce yourself?
Okay. Thank you so much, Special K. So, for the audience, love you all. I am Dr. Girish Kumar. I am a relationship and energy healer. So here today I want to have a live conversation with everyone for whatever things that you want to make your marriage strong. So that's the thing that I came here. So it's my mission to touch 1 million people to have a powerful life with love and power.
Wow, that's really, really a noble, noble intention. So let's, before I know that not only you're an author, you're a healer, you have actually allowed us to experience a magical guided meditation in our mastermind meet. So I was
Okay.
perhaps suggesting, is it okay if we all could just ground ourselves for 5 minutes through your guided meditation? Would you give us all the gifts, Doctor?
Yes, we can do it. Not a problem. So, love you all for coming for this guided meditation. So, I request everyone, wherever you are sitting, please lock the door so that no one is disturbing you. So, close your eyes. So, thank whatever God you believe in. Get the energy from there. Thank yourself. Thank your mind, body, and your soul. Just watch your breath. I'll be grateful for that. That we are alive by God's grace. Now 2 feet from your head, see that white golden light, the healing light. Just touch our crown chakra, that is the top of your head. Enter your body from head to toe. Feel the peace within. Feel the love within. See the God inside you. Now, your heart and chakra expands. The love energy expands. With lots of gratitude. Let this energy be grounded to Mother Earth. See that a white light is going from your foot to the Mother Earth, deep down to the center of the earth. Then we becoming the instrument of God for love and peace. Let your body be Shiva and the energy Shakti flows through the higher dimension, through your body and goes to Mother Earth. And getting grounded. For the show, lot of clarity and all is watching live or recorded version later. Let this energy be poured into your body with lots of love and gratitude. I welcome you to this awesome show with Special K. Slowly come back with lots of love, with lots of smile, lots of energy, which takes us to the next level. Open your eyes. Love you all. Be in this energy with
Wow. Thank
the
you
grace of God.
so much. Thank you so much. Wow. Now that I'm trapped.
Feeling good? Yes. So now our mind is calm. Let us see what it is coming out. Let's share what you want me to share with the audience today. So can I?
Really good. And everyone who joined us live, please pour in your gratitude in the comment section. Tell him how good that felt. Give him that heart because he truly deserves it. Right? This has been the first time I've had a guided meditation session on the Laughing Dance Stories conscious conversation, and thank you so much for initiating it.
Thank you so much for giving this opportunity. Thank you.
So, Doctor, let's talk about everyone, before they become someone who can become an instrument of God and be of service to many people, they have to go through their very own trials, tribulations, their ups, their downs, in fact, disillusionment சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா? So, அந்த மாதிரி உங்க வாழ்க்கையில நடந்துச்சா?
100%. No one can escape God's root of being so grounded, to be so connected, to be so powerful with love energy. So I also started when I born. So from that challenges started. My health was the biggest challenge in my life. So lot of trouble happened in my childhood. I spent a lot of time in the hospitals than in the school. So I was a weak child because when I born, doctors told that he's a weak child, and my mother believed it, and she told me the same thing. And one thing I had learned from her was in that till the age of 15, and before that energy healer worked on me, my mother only thought one thing, to love people. So only that thing I had. And when an energy healer worked with me and he told all the things that is happening to you, it's your past karmic energy, and you don't love yourself, you just love others. So that energy shift happened in me, and I started to work on myself for next 3 years, and I came to the energy and learned a lot. So from my 18, my quest to this different energy healing was increased. Till now, I keep on adding my knowledge in this and implementing in my life. And now I had created my own healing technique after learning so many healing techniques. First was pranic healing, where I was introduced to this energy. After that, theta healing, light healing, faith healing. So whatever healing you say, I have worked on it, and I developed my own healing thought, trauma tuning. That's transforming a relationship and manifest abundance in the life. So that's the energy I was into it. All my sorrows, all my challenges from 0 to 15, I understood that I am not loving myself, and I worked on that and start to love myself. From that time till this time, I have not visited a hospital for any treatment unless. So I went to hospital for my wife's pregnancy 2 times. So for the giving birth, that time we went there. So that's the thing. So it's all about being so hard to myself and not allowing that energy to be into higher dimensions. So I was just making people happy, not me. So that was a huge shift. So that now when I understood that, when I loved myself, my love become Akshaya Path. It's I say to my clients that loving yourself and that love should be extended to others. That is a secret behind a successful relationship. So from that time till now, I cannot even imagine that I had fought with anyone in my life. And so forgiveness, it's like it's not even 5 seconds. It's and easy to say sorry and to love to give people was. It's becoming my way of life, and that is what I'm teaching people. So now, as I started, I was working with an organization called as Cafe Coffee Day for 13 years, where I shaped myself and then I started my own company called Human Connect, where I do one-on-one session for people who have a relationship issue or health. So to clear the baggages, clear the karmic blocks. So I make sure that anyone work with me, I make them any field they are the number one, and lifelong support for them. That's a promise for them. That after that, I started one more company for the public with one of my friend called Ganesh Kumar. So he is an emotion master. Okay, so he runs one more company called this EQ Inverse. So I and him together, and support of our spouse, Jyotsna, and his spouse, Lavanya. So we started a company called Beyond You. So now Beyond You, our mission is to touch 1 million people to understand their me and make a powerful life. So we are building a community. So that's where we are in the journey. So now it's 2 years over. So we are building slowly our community. So we are hoping 1 million people will be there in our community. So all will be powered with love, and there will be with the oneness energy, and it's like everything will be happening within that community, and we want to create a dent in the universe. That's the goal that we have. Mission, whatever you say, that's a script for this company. So it's big.
Wonderful vision. Let's just call a few people who have joined here. Right? Dr. Gauri is here. Polar has said very great meditation. The short meditation was good. Kritika is here. Hema is here. Wow. And a lot of Beyond members are here. And I have to extend my gratitude because I think the universe has just aligned me in such a way that I'm able to actually speak to a lot of your members from the community itself. And I'm able to connect to that energy on a great level because I think your wife attracts, right? So, yeah. It is just like one person after the other person, and even before meeting all of you all in person, I've never met any of you all, but I feel very connected on many levels. Very, that's how beautiful the energy was. Like.
So, we have a big tribe where all are specialists. So lots of people you can take from our tribe. It's very powerful, very generous people, very loving people. So it's the Pack House family it is.
We have so many wonderful people. Okay, now shall we just go into our topic today, right? So Yeah, self-love in marriage, right? We themed it as reclaim the power or tap into your very own power by utilizing or tapping into self-love. Now, how important is self-love in marriage?
So till 15, I did not taste that self-love. Okay, after 15, each moment I'm tasting this self-love and being powerful, and that's the ingredient. That self-love is an ingredient that making me to love everyone. So it's like, that's what I told. It's like an Akshaya path. It's like just flow when we love ourselves. But people think that self-love is selfishness. It's not like that. It's with lots of responsibility comes when you love yourself. You will understand the world in a different way. You will understand people in a different way. We will understand even the work we do. Before I'm starting all these things, the work which I do, I give 100%, because love was the base for it, and we don't harm anyone. We don't see people as in a competition. We just be in that space that you are unique. So I always felt that I'm a unique from that time. It's that no competition for me, nothing, no one can stop me. Even the situation comes, I am ready. What next for me to come out of it? So by God grace, always good people were around me to support and guide, and always all the gurus were so much. Even the Pooja Gupta is my gratitude guru. I call her like that, because maybe we are good friends and all these things, but till the time I met her, I just being grateful to everything. But after meeting, I made a point that I hate. So in my book, I interviewed her in the second thing called as a gratitude. So I interviewed her on that. So it's that's so powerful, that self-love. So that's what I am teaching in Human Connect and in Beyond You. So now our community people, it's we say that our community is that people who lack self-love, people who are not strong, people who had got beaten badly by the people, by money, by health. They are our clients. But after coming there, they are the leaders to this world. That's what we claim, and that is what we are seeing. So, one of the Gauri Meena yesterday, she had messaged me today morning that she had been in your show. So she had sent me the video. I should see tonight or tomorrow. I told her I will watch. She had sent me the recording of it. So I think Jodhsa done, Ganesh has done. So I think from Beyond Your family, I think more people are into your show. I am so happy, and more people to come to your show. So maybe around when the time we are expanding, so I will ask my staff to refer to you. Okay, weekly at least one person from our family should come to your show. That is my wish now. So that people, you will see real love in a different form, different professions. So there are lots of people from different professions. We have bankers, we have lawyers, we have directors, we have singers, we have music directors. So all are there in our community. We have good mothers, okay, so they can share. So I think that we have a person called Hema there. I want you to interview her, okay? So next episode, so she healthy habits and all these things. So whatever field you want, we have them in our family. So I will ask staff to get connect with you. Whatever field you ask, we can supply people to your show.
And I truthfully can't wait for the world to open up and to be a part of that family. And I'm looking forward to meeting all of you and just sharing the common space and the energy field. And I think it's going to be awesome. I think we're going to all be celebrating, and that's something I'm really. Okay.
Yeah.
So now let's go to this book a little bit. What a wonderful way you have put the book. Okay, you have given 10 principles, correct? 10 guiding principles to build a beautiful man. Okay, it's a the text and all, it is done in such a way that you cannot put the book down. There will be exercises, there will be interviews. Such a well written book for anyone who's not who doesn't like big thick books. I think it's a great book. So let's talk about a couple of principles from this book. What do you think?
Yes, before that, I should thank my wife for supporting me to put this book. If she's not there, I even not imagine that I will become an author. So I should thank Jyotsna for being there. So because I am dyslexic, I cannot sit and write all those things. So I told my story to her, and this thing should be there. So she and her team did a beautiful job to make this book come and touching thousands of people. So each day we have selling and people are connecting like the way you are connecting. You got this book 1 year back and now you are connecting. So that is a magic of that book. So we don't know who is reading, where they are reading, how they are reading, whom are sharing this. So I am grateful to Pooja for that, for giving to you.
Yeah.
So it's the first principle I can go, that is a big principle I love in that book, is taking 100% responsibility. So when it comes for a marriage, so I always say that it's that two people come from different backgrounds. That's how the marriage is. So they have different value system. Maybe some values may be aligned. That's why we come into an agreement to get married. So again, marriage is a choice. So I always say marriage is a choice. It has responsibility. If you are not ready for that, please don't be getting married. Be single, be happy. So if you are getting married, you should be taking 100% responsibilities. Whatever your spouse is, that you should give 100% for that relationship. And after that it is not working, then you should go to an healer or counselor and see that you should put an effort. After that, again it is not working, you have a message from that marriage and you have a choice to move away. Because someone is ready for you to get married for that space. That's why I say taking 100% responsibility, whether it is working or not. We should give a try, because marriage is a dream. So I dreamt when I was 18, so I should get a girl at the age of 25 and get married. So that was a dream. Till that I should focus on my job and make money, because it's lots of commitment not to get married, and it's not the way that you are going to be. So Jyotsna was, in that sense, for us it's a love marriage. So I was from Kerala and she was from Chennai. So Malayali, Tamil, all those things were there. But we handled very nicely. We respect each other's space, and the responsibility was always the first key for our marriage. So, and we are able to convince our parents, even though initially they had a little bit of that, then they understood the commitment which we have to each other. So the first principle is taking responsibility. That's very, very important. We don't blame others. Difference of opinion will be there. I'm not saying that I and Jyotsna are perfect couple, that we don't fight. We fight not more than 5 minutes. So we come back and sit and analyze what went wrong, what was triggering us. So that's made our life love more. So each fight makes us to come more closer. So we say the fight is not a big fight. It's like difference, a small thing, that because I had seen clients coming to me for a small things. They're not talking to each other for months, years, but they will be together. So that is the situation that we are now. So I am person to break that patterns, because all the star patterns, it's not because of the spouse, it's all because of us. So when I take that responsibility, everything is under our control. That's our first principle, which I like more.
Yeah. There is something that I've heard from Oprah Winfrey and all these people say that our marriage somehow we not only pattern, we mirror what we have seen in our parents' relationship. So you kind of whatever that you have seen and you feel like if you were blessed with a parent who were extremely loving, right? Somehow your spouse is also going to be somewhat like that. If you had parents who were abusive, or if you had abandonment issue, or if you had some kind of, apparently it comes and tends to repeat this pattern. What are your takes on this, Doctor?
Okay. That is a pattern. That's how for this, I don't know how many people believe in karma and all these things. This is a pattern. So we have an agenda to come to this world. Okay, we are all having an agenda, and coming here, you have a choice to change it. So now, when you're coming, for example, I have an abusive marriage life, and if you see, my parents will have that, or their parents will have that, something. So when people come to me, I immediately see their energy pattern and see that I will tell them very clearly, if you are not going to break this now, your child will also have the same pattern. So it's a choice. So I work with them. People who are ready to work on themselves. They say that my spouse was this and that. I don't believe that. So that's why I don't counsel husband and wife together. I don't do that. I will ask you have a problem in your marriage, then you come. If you don't have, ask the wife to come. So don't tell that your wife have a problem or your husband has a problem. No, if you have a problem, I will help only you. I cannot help your spouse. That's why I say that it's not two people coming. If people who have problem in marriage come to me. Problem in loving yourself come to me. Problem in that's pre-marriage counsel I do. So some people I will say, please don't get married unless you are ready to give a space to other person in your life where you are able to support her to a growth. For example, for my life, I see that I was doing good. I was having a very good life. All these things. But when Jyotsna came into my life, I started to accelerate my life. So in terms of developing myself more and more, I start to earn more. So it's again seeing her. She is a person who thinks very big. So I am a person. I take time. I do one thing. I'm happy with that. I move next phase and next phase. But each phase I will be so deeper that I cannot make mistake in that phase. So it will be so deeper. So by connecting with a person, it's a lifelong. I don't know whether they love me or not. I love them till the last day in this earth. That's how I had worked on my energy, and that's only I can give. So people who come to me one time, they know that love energy which I keep for them for the lifetime it is. So it's like we cannot say that the day one both will be the same. Okay, so after marriage, that day night only you will know that difference. Till that day, you will only see similarities. When we are in relationship, we will only see similarities. When in the marriage, it's a responsibility. So that's where you see that variation of ourselves, even ourselves. So we will know, oh, this character I had, or this possessiveness energy I had. So this space I am not liking my spouse growing. Some people are like that. They will come that I don't like my spouse growing. So that's good work because that pattern is come from their parents or their grandparents. So we should work. So it's like that. So everything is planned and it's a choice. It's a choice that you can. If I have not gone to an energy healer, I cannot sit like this now. So constantly I was working within me and changing my energy, working new things and updating me constantly. Even now, me and Jyotsna always update our knowledge with great people. We learn from everyone. Those who made, they're specialists in one thing, we just hire them. So we have gurus in all the field and all the dimension in our life. So we have financial good advisor, we have a relationship. So even though we cross check that we are on the same page. So each day we make sure, Jyotsna make sure that we both are happy. So she takes an initiative, she will ask or I will ask. So we maintain that energy very high. And we say that each time I love to each other to make that vibration very high so that my children also seeing that.
Yeah.
So now Advika and Vedant see that how we are, and if some energy is going up and down, my children immediately picks and say, Dad, you are wrong. They go to my wife and say, you are wrong. So now when we are set on such an standard, even one point comes down, my children tricks, and for me, I can say I am learning so much from Advika. The way she managed people, it's mind blowing. That's why I tell my wife that by age of 10, she will be masters of master. So
Wow.
that's how she is growing the way she is. She's only 6. So
Wow.
we learn so many things from her.
Well, I'm looking forward to meet her. So we have principle 1 we have covered, which is you should take 100% responsibility of your life and your relationship and yourself. Am I right? And then
Yeah.
principle 2 you touched earlier. We spoke about gratitude, where you have spoken about how Pooja Punit and her relationship is, right?
So I will add one more thing. Gratitude is a base of everything. If a person who does not have gratitude in the life, whatever knowledge, whatever you have, after some time, you will perish. That I can write.
Yeah.
Because being grateful for what you have, be grateful for what you had in past. And the most powerful thing which I learned from Jesus Christ is that being grateful for what is come, it's yet to come. So I believe in that energy more and work on that with faith. So gratitude is in the 3 parts. It's not about giving thanks. It's about having faith in that energy, being one with that energy. That's the gratitude, because now people think that gratitude only is a thanks. It's not the thanks, more than a thanks. It's about the feeling that you have for the event which is happening in your life, which is happening in your life, and which is about to happen in about to happen. That's where the power is. The future is where the power is, not in the past. Past is over. So let us work on the present and the future.
So rightly said that when I got into Pooja's mentorship program, that's one of the biggest thing I was learned, because she makes us write the gratitude on a daily basis. And I take a lot of time in writing stories, in my gratitude. Like the whole day I will explain, I'll work the 5 sentences and I make it like my therapeutic session. So, people kind of, I don't know, I like to write that way. So it has been extremely appreciating. So for those who have not started writing gratitude, absolutely start writing gratitude. Transformation.
So like that, got that energy from Pooja, and what we did now. So each day morning, me and Jyotsna will read our gratitude to each other and get that energy. And now in a Beyond You family, that is a culture now. They should share with your spouse and they should share with their accountability partner. So each one has a one accountability partner in a family. It's outside. So they will share with their spouse. If they're not married, they should share with their mother or father. So we made the system very strong, that being in that energy. That's why I told you we are building a community with love and oneness. So that's why I told each week someone should be there in your show from Beyond.
I'm into that. All right. So let's talk about the third principle. You should perform tasks together. How important is it to perform tasks together, Doctor? We are having a little bit of. I can.
Call came. Sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, I did not get it. What is the question?
Yeah, so we'll talk about the third principle, which is how the importance of performing tasks together, right? So how important you think it is to do things together as a couple?
Okay, so doing tasks together, it's a very interesting, because now it's a very busy time where we don't have time for each other. So now I should thank the virus which make people to be in the house to do the task, because support system now. Okay, so the doing tasks together, which I and Jyotsna always do. So we'll make sure that we spend, because we both resign our corporate job to spend time together. So we will make sure that at least in a day, in the morning and evening, we have time. So we make sure that doing the bed together or seeing some small job which we can do, because both of us does not like to do the household things. So we have a support system to take care. Even the cooking, we have a support system for everything. We have a support system. So the time that we are, so when we are going for driving or when we do some small tasks, helping each other in professional life, it's where I seek a lot my help from her. For because I am not so powerful in this modern technology and other things. So in personal life, Jyotsna does all this. Even to set up this, I got her help. So I told she was busy with some other work. I told, please, this is the first time I'm coming on live. Make sure that things are fine. So this is like this small task. No, it's she can always say no. I don't have time. So we make sure that we are there for each other at any given point of time.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. All right. And then Principle 4 goes on. I'm not going to tell everything which is in the book because I really think all of you should buy the book and read it. So there's a beautiful Principle 4 which we will keep it as a mystery. Okay, people will buy and read it, will know. Okay, so let's go to Principle 5. Okay, you should accept your spouse in totality.
So what it's really meant is that, so my strength is different, my wife's strength is different, okay? So the same way the weakness also will be there. So certain things, it's a package, it's like a buffet, okay? Certain things if you don't want to touch, don't touch that, the space. So which you like in them, fuel them with lots of energy. And which they lack, I want us to support to make that. So I told technology wise, I'm not so powerful. I get help from my wife. I get when I'm working, I get from my partner certain marketing, all these things. He will be doing that, so I'm okay with that. I make sure that people are coming to our family. They're getting the love, they're getting the cleansing, the energy, all these things I will take care. So I will take that like in the workplace and your marriage, it's taking in totality. So what happened, most of the people in the family, they will not do, in the workplace they will do. So we are okay with the people who are working under, but in the family we see lot of people have problem in this principle. They cannot take their wife or husband in that the weakness. That's what it's a challenge. So we should accept it. This is my package. This is a package. So I should sit with them and work with them or work with her to come out of it. Because I am not comfortable with it. That's why we are saying that we are not able to stand with you because we don't spend time. That's why each principle is arranged in such a way that if you are finishing one, then you have homework. Finishing second, then you have a homework. Finishing third, then you have a homework. Fourth, you have a homework. So it's that book was designed in such a way. It's step by step. You cannot skip one step and go to the next step. It's accepting your spouse as a totality. If you've done that, you can go to the next step.
Yeah. And there are very, very nice principles. Principle 7 and 8 is about the mindset of giving and being in the present. Now, I want to speak about how important is forgiveness, right? So, self-love is one of the very most pivotal things in any relationship. Is what you have not only stressed once, but many at times. But I think another thing that not only elevates our energy, but it serves the people around us immediately when we do radical forgiveness, right? So forgiveness and forgiving the spouse, how important is that?
Again, forgiveness, I see forgiveness is that. So we say that forgiving your spouse, okay? I see in a different way. I see in the energy world, okay? I have an energy aura. So we have an aura. Do you believe that we have an energy around us? It's not the body alone. We have an aura. Okay. If I am not able to forgive my spouse, say, give me one example. Know that you are not able to forgive your spouse. Give me one example. I will tell you how it is.
Don't take and put the slipper in the proper place. Always leave it. Not put the slipper.
Proper place. So if he has not. So it's your condition that you want things in the proper place, and he is the guy who's very casual. It's the home. No, it is like it's not my office. So his mindset is like that. But now your expectation with him, it's not matching. Now you are pouring anger energy to him. Okay, you are putting a frustration energy into him, and he bounced back. Now he scolded you, he shouted, "See, you are so perfect, and you will be doing one mistake, he will point out that mistake." So now what happened? You are not able to forgive. So what is his negative energy will be sitting in your aura. To release that negativity, you should forgive him, stating that it's okay, let go. Now this energy goes away. So you are not doing favor for your spouse, you are doing favor for yourself. Otherwise, you have 10 negative energy of your spouse inside your aura and you become that. That's why people say, you was not like that before marriage. After coming to you, I am like you. Why? All this negative energy you are having inside, you are not released that energy. So God said, forgiveness, it's even your bad energy, you should forget and forgive so that your aura becomes clean. That's why I say to people that even though you did something wrong, forgive yourself first. Or if you're not able to do that, I give one exercise to my clients. I will ask them to take a pillow, tie your eyes, hit left and right, that you're hitting them. After that, you should say to them, I love you so much. So tomorrow when you see your spouse, you will have only love energy. Because all your anger and hatred you have put on your pillow, it's gone. That energy is vanished. That is not there anymore. So forgiveness exercise is very, very important. So that we release that energy. Okay, so it's like you have a poison and you expect someone to die. It's like that. So you have that toxic in your aura and your spouse will be very happy because for him nothing. And he will go. And you will keep the cupboards or the slipper in the correct place or clothes in the correct place. You got it?
Yeah.
So forgiveness is not for others, it's for us.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why I told
how many times the sleeper has been there?
it's all getting clear because when the wisdom comes, it's not sharing the knowledge, I'm sharing the wisdom energy with you. So when the wisdom comes, it's heals. That's it. Whoever hears this, it's clean. They will say, now forgiveness is must. It's not for releasing my spouse, it's to release my energy. I have to keep myself free.
Yeah. So I
Makes sense?
this thing called Ho'oponopono. I do it on a daily basis.
Yeah, good. It's a powerful technique. Even we recommend our clients also to do that. So it's all. There are so many techniques are there because each one sees when they see goodness is shared. Okay, goodness is shared, and Ho'oponopono is an excellent technique. We recommend people in our family
Nice.
to do that.
Right. And we're coming to the last principle, which is honesty, right? Honesty. We have to be completely honest and open about our lives to our partner. How important?
Okay. This again, it's a disclaimer is there, okay, to this statement, okay. Without developing that 9 points, you cannot be so open and honest to your spouse because I had seen so many marriage collapse that because of being honest. They will say that I had a future past relationship and all these things and they will feel so bad and they say that, for example, when they are conceived, they are miscarrying, all these things. That time what happens? The past karmic energy comes, they go to the healer, they work on them, then they will understand that she had something before and all these things. They go crazy. That leads to the divorce itself. So I feel that the 9th principle is very important to coming to the 10th principle because we don't know how your partner will take that. You being so open and honest. So work on all the 9 principles and come this. When you come to the 10th principle, your life is taken care for a lifetime. But now, whatever in for me and my wife, we have the honesty as a base. So anything happen in my life is shared in the same day. So it's not kept for years. It's in the same day. And certain things, if she does not like, she tells me that I am not comfortable with what you're doing. So immediately I see that what best I can do. So many things happens like that. It's that being open and transparent is very, very important. And even our past. Okay, it's very, you cannot hide I can write and give, you cannot hide your past. If you keep me hiding your past, one day it will reveal. That's the power of truth. So that's why I say don't tell lies. So after marriage, surrender 100%, okay, to each other. There is no choice for that. So surrender, but again, it's if there is a karmic block and other things, that will not work. So that's why I ask people to take help. Otherwise, you people can, and if you see in my book, there is exercise backside. So recommendation is given. If anything is 8 and 9, I tell no need, you can fight. But it's a 4, 5 and less than that, I recommend them to go to a counselor or healer, work on that relationship. Otherwise, long run cannot be happy. They will be together, but not be happy. Some people abusive, yes. Only that time they take action. Till that time they go in the same energy. But life is, I will personally say people, marriage is makes you to grow, makes you to enjoy your life, because your spouse exactly say this is what is wrong in your life. Because our parents will not say, our parents will say you are a 24 carat. Okay, every mother and father would.
To you, okay? So this is my question to you, doctor. So if your spouse is not, it is bringing out your best in you, okay? But through identifying all that you don't want. So is that marriage actually solely? Question that I would like to ask you.
Yeah, I did not get you. What is the question? I did not get you.
Through a marriage, okay, you are assuming a person. There are couples that we see that they support each other and they are there as they fuel each other and they grow together, okay? And then also we say that great growth happens in the biggest of the challenges. Okay, when you're in a really dark place and you know that you don't want to be there, that's when you start transforming and growing.
Correct.
So you're in some place and great transformation happens because you don't want to identify with this. Now, is this a happy marriage? Is something that I want to actually ask even our viewers and, put down what are your thoughts?
Okay, so now we only see, always we see success of the people alone, okay, in the marriage or anything. You don't know the pain what they went deeper in their life, okay. So, for example, in the marriage, when now you are assuming that only people who fight, they transform and get. It's not like that. It's not like that. It's even a daily person who are love. You are telling the most ideal couple, you are saying, if you go and interview them, they will say there is a lot of difference, but they are bound to that relationship, that they trust each other and they want that relationship to go forward. They commit, they learn each other. So for me, I learned so many things from Jyotsna. So as a person, as a professional, so she also learned so many things. It's like we learn each other and grow in that. In the other case, you say that big hit, that is your karmic thing that you came to this world to transform. If you are not addressing it, some people will get married and have a problem, they break that relationship with the go. I will write and give the same problem will be there in that marriage also. Unless you are learned a lesson out of it. Otherwise, it keep on coming. Otherwise, it comes to the next Janma. You will come again to this earth to work at homework. Yeah, it will be like that. And you are transforming that energy to your kids. See the crime. You are not done your homework, and that is carried forward to your kids also. So that's why we say that take responsibility 100%. That something wrong in you that should be addressed. So a difference of opinions will be there. Understand that. So anything, but how fast you understand each other and take your life forward. That's why I say the love is a base for everything and the power. So, for example, now what happens? Love and power. I say the statement again and again to everyone: love yourself, and that love only you should to extend to others to be in that energy. Okay, that is a secret behind a relationship. So, if one more thing I say that you are truly powerful when your emotions are no longer controlled by others. That proves that others, it's your people around you, money that you have, the health what you have, and things what you have. This marriage mantra is wrote in this two principles. The base was this: the love and power. So when you have the power, that you see that your people are not controlling you, the finance is not controlling you, your health is not controlling you, and the experience that you are having, the things that you are having is not controlling you. Now you have a beautiful marriage. It's not about your partner, it's about you alone. So I can only make myself happy. I cannot make Jyotsna happy. Jyotsna will have a big list. Correct? But when it comes to her as a person, I love each other, we are there. But if I try to make her happy, I am in a big trouble. Because expectation keep on evolving and it is growing. So standard keep on increasing. So enjoy that process of making happy. So you should enjoy. I'm not saying that not to make happy. First make your energy happy and build that relationship. Now after so many years, now our standards are over here. Got it? So now people only seeing that level. So ideal couple, all these things. So next book I am coming with a power couple. Okay, so I want to tell people a power couple in a different way in that book. So future by November that again I had told that I hired the company for that. So to publish my second book called as Power Couple. So in that book, it will be going so much deeper. Now it's a basis, this 10 principle and how to be a power. Now expectation is going up. So now you know this is a marriage. Now marriage is okay. Now how to upgrade myself? That is in that book. How to be so powerful? It's taking that power inside. Now this book is about love taking inside. That is power taking inside. That you are financially free. You are fit. You are fit 100%. You have a mentor for your fitness. You have a mentor for your finance. So you have a mentor for yourself to see closely, watch yourself, what you are doing.
Yeah.
And you are enjoying your money with what you are getting. It's not buying things for others, it's buying things for you. So social pressures, social status.
Right.
So we think that we both are away from that. So that makes our life even happier. So she likes to travel a lot. I say, okay, go and travel. Some she goes with her friends, some travel with me, some travel with her parents. Because she is a person to travel. So I should give that space for her to do that. So for me, meditation, energy, all these things, I get up, start my day someday by 3 o'clock. Today I started by 2:30. So working on my energy, blessing people because we had a session in BBI for in Beyond You. So that session I should prepare and work on the energy. And in the field, my partner will be doing that. So it's a balance of everything. She should allow that to happen. So she cannot say by 3 o'clock saying what you're doing. So she does not do that. So she gives me the space to do that. So got it. So that it's a combination of things over a period of time. It's not a one-day process. It's a daily process.
Wow. Time just flies. Okay, we already at our 55th minute and we only have the last 5 minutes.
Okay. So
okay, we'll quickly take a question from Dr. Gauri Meena here. If I want to learn energy healing, where should I start?
So, Gauri Meena, you are in the right family. Okay, I think that your energy is getting day by day. Gauri Meena is my trauma tuning client as well as she is in a Beyond You. So, she will be the rock star of gynecologist in India and abroad. Okay, now itself she is in that space, but she will be the number one. Okay, so energy healing, it starts with basic like pranic healing or Reiki. There are so many forms of healing, but That's all makes you to understand the wisdom. Okay, it's how you take and work. So I have seen so many pranic healers, but they're not going deeper. They are okay with that healing alone. But pranic healing, I will thank that master for being in my life to understand life better. Okay, so it's a love and he goes to the deep and he gives to ourselves, stating that you should develop from that. Okay, he shows a way, and from there you should develop. So, like that, so many healing. Theta healing is that. It's awesome, powerful healing. It is sound healing. Is there. There are it's lots of healing. So, which healing connect to you to connect with? So, I have a healing thing called as trauma tuning. Transform your relationship and manifest abundance. I am very clear. Once my relationship is cleared, abundance is my life. So nothing to think. I am a unique being. There is no competition for me. So that's what I teach people.
That is so super awesome, super awesome. All right, I always do this to all my guests. All right, I call this the billboard exercise. I have to run through this very quickly before the session ends. Okay, so let's just imagine there is a big billboard. இது எங்க இருக்குன்னா வந்து ஜெமினி ஃப்ளைஓவர் இருக்கு இல்லையா, அங்க இருக்கு. அந்த பில்போர்ட்ல யார் இருக்காங்க? நீங்க இருக்கீங்க. ஓகேவா? இப்போ you have to tell me what are you wearing, who are you with, what are you doing, and what does the billboard read?
So whom will be with me means naturally Jyotsna should be with me. So what we will be doing is helping people to be powerful because she believe in power. So I believe in love. So love and power together, we want to share our wisdom with people. So maybe globally, we want to do something together, and already she is doing her part with her making authors. So making our message to the world she is doing, and I am giving love to the people. So love and power together make a huge, big difference in this universe. That's what I feel that love. So I believe that if I have two statements there, it's like loving yourself and extend that love to others is a significant successful relationship. And you are truly powerful when your emotions are no longer controlled by others. Maybe these two statements should be in that board.
Wow, beautiful. All right, I think we have had such a fulfilling session. Thank you so much for spending this quality time a lot, Doctor. I absolutely felt the energy. Thank you for the meditation. Thank you for the wisdom. Thank you for just being you, all of you also tuned in and who's going to be listening to it on the podcast and on the YouTube channel. Thank you so much for showing up and showing so much love, all right? Any last words, Doctor?
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to come in your show, and I like to thank each and everyone who are live and people who are going to see this recorded version, okay? I just want to say, love you all. And people who are any help, you can go to my website, human-connect.in/coaching. It's a free where they can connect with me. Pardon?
And get this book.
Yeah, you can get this book on Amazon. It's a Amazon bestseller. It is, so they can go and we have a paperback version and it's a Kindle version also is there. So they can go to Amazon store and type The Marriage Mantra and they can download and they can see the scope. Once they get it, they can any help we can come out. Thank you so much. Love you all. Bye. Take care.
This is the laughing dancing. I am signing out with Dr. Girish and Special K. Bye.
Bye.